Ask Reddit by Atlas Ultra. Software engineers and programmers in Reddit, what was your response to Nvidia CEO saying programming is no longer needed and useless? So is he firing all his programmers? Or at least downsizing by 90%? Nah, you Atlas Ultra either doesn't understand hyperbole and doesn't verify stuff they claim, or is actively making stuff up for fake internet points. The CEO said that learning coding is no longer a golden ticket to success because advances in AI make everyone capable of programming. It's still a valuable skill to learn, but you may find you don't get as far as you previously did just by focusing on coding. This is pragmatic from a business perspective because sometimes coders can be so specialized, only focusing on coding, they are unaware of or forget the business side of things, the implications for choices, the how and why things work the way they do. The CEO is just arguing that because anyone can code now, there can be a shift to emphasizing other aspects of role, such as prioritizing ability to communicate, business acumen, or other skills traditionally undervalued for pure coding positions. Programmers tend to spend 95% of their time trying to figure out why things aren't working. That job is going to be more important than ever. You think your coworker's code is hard to debug? Wait until it's AI generated. Computers do what you say, not what you want, and with AI, there will be times that they do neither. Lol me, 2024. LMAO, even. Doesn't matter if he's right, he's definitely not. What matters is if management thinks he's right. And upper management are notoriously gullible. Yeah, if my dumbest plant manager hears this, he'll start repeating it to sound smart. Meanwhile, Nvidia has programmer job openings. I'm sure the unpaid interns can figure out programming with ChatGPT, right? Lol, you need Stack Exchange for that. It's a marketing stunt to get people talking about Nvidia and their AI tools. Seems to be working pretty well. Just as you shouldn't send an email compiled by ChatGPT without proofreading it first. What if for some mysterious reason ChatGPT insulted your addressee in the text or made some unwanted offers? You shouldn't put into the production a code written by AI without checking it first. Whatever he's smoking, I'd like some sent to me as an email attachment. Nvidia CEO can afford the best cocaine you can buy. CEOs are no longer needed and useless. As a programmer, I think CEOs are useless, but they still continue to exist. It's marketing towards idiotic CEOs and C-suite. With the current AI, I've tried to create a single function, block of code, with 5 requirements, and each requirement was potentially dependent on the other parts. It only ever got 3 correct and hallucinated the other 2 were correct or even written. When I asked it to fix the code that was straight up missing, it would remove code that was there. And I'm supposed to trust that AI can code whole programs in thousands of functions? And X200B. In fact, bring on the AI coding. I'll probably be able to charge 2-3x my normal rate to fix its fuck-ups. To be honest, at this point I'm getting fed up with comments like this that implicitly depict software engineering as a trivial task that AI is ready to take over, just because it can write little pieces of code, even that with glaring issues, while in reality proper quality software engineering and architectural design takes as much as a complete human intellect as any other serious profession, if not more. If Jensen doesn't suggest people learn software engineering, then he should do the same with learning to be a lawyer, to be a teacher, to be a civil engineer, etc. And honestly, I'm not sure what professions would remain viable under that worldview. Maybe vocational professions that require physical work, but meanwhile they're already building humanoid robots. 2. With the aim to replace the need for human dexterity. There was a time when people were told to not become accountants because Excel computers were going to do all of the work. Well, what happened was that it allowed for accountants to spend more time on complex work. People used to say it to me 15 years ago, even before anyone knew what AI was. You're a programmer, you're not creative, you're just logical. They will never understand, regardless of the tech around. CEOs are no longer needed and useless. Unfortunately, the reality is that as things become more automated, they become more broken. The cheapness we find in our products we'll find in our code. Cheap to make someone rich. All the efficiencies found goes into someone's pocket and not passed on to consumers. If things are cheaper to make, why are people struggling more than ever? Why is inflation so bad? Where is the efficiency going? I'm not answering the question above, but I'm just sad for the future. I can tell you right now, after using AI, seeing people use AI, and my company implement and attempt to utilize AI, Nvidia CEO and any person who flaunts AI that isn't actually in a company that works on AI directly, that is OpenAI, are likely blowing smoke for investors. AI is so far a tool that supplements work, and understanding how it responds to your queries is a skill. It's just like googling shit up too. It's only as good as the person inquiring about it and knowing what they themselves are doing. If you give it a vague, shitty command, you're going to get a vague, shitty answer. Garbage in, garbage out. Billionaire shouldn't exist. Just cause he said it, don't mean it's true. Snort to suppress a laugh. Considering he didn't say that at all, my response is that you should learn to source your quotes and not exaggerate and twist what others say for dramatic effect. If using ChatGPT is anything to go off of, I'm not worried. The code I've used from it has always needed tweaking, and I have no confidence that it could effectively generate code at a large enterprise scale. And since I work in a highly regulated industry, I can say that AI generated code would never see production because of the levels of red tape. Plus there's proprietary code bases to consider, since although I love it as a learning tool, engineers aren't going anywhere. He's just a salesman getting attention for his company. He bites the hand that feeds him. That is why you don't need real knowledge to be a CEO. Just 100% bullshit. But it has what plants crave. Did he lay off all of his software engineers then? It's only ever people who don't write code saying these things. I'll believe it when Nvidia has no software engineers anymore.